Now with us. Rakesh, your first reaction to the cement NCLT order?
See, this was a little bit surprising because the companies are very confident that there was no case against them in the cartelization. And so to that extent, it's a big negative surprise. While the companies will go to Supreme Court and appeal and all that, but I think now their chances are much more bleaker than without this order.
That we interacted with Binani Cement earlier on in the day, and even our channel checks and our reporter also said that these companies may appeal to the apex court. What are the chances of them getting any kind of a headway there?
See, this Competition Commission Act is a new act, and this is the first case which is going to Supreme Court. So it's a little bit uncertain as to what will come out of it. But if the Supreme Court takes the same view as some of the global, courts do about Competition Commission. So in, say, in UK, the intent of cartelization is enough to prosecute. You don't really have to prove that there was cartelization. So if, Supreme Court takes a really hard line, then probably this could mean, de-rating for the Indian cement sector. Because till now, everybody thought that they will be able to keep prices somehow at a healthy level and everybody will continue to make money. So that thesis can get challenged if Supreme Court takes a really hardline view on this new act.
The fact that there's also not any provision made for these companies, how are the companies now likely to take this hit?
Well, we are yet to see the full order. But in most, likelihood, companies would be asked to pay up even before the Supreme Court. So they'll have to, afford this money. And there would be a lot of complications because, like Jayaprakash has already sold a lot of its plant. Century Textiles has sold its cement plant to Ultratech. Who's going to pay the penalty? I hope, they made it clear in the the agreement they did when purchasing these assets.
Right. Rakesh, what did you make of the ACC numbers that came out yesterday? Do you think that was a game changer, or you think markets will wait for the sustainability of such numbers?
See, ACC has been going through a little bit of transformation since there has been a management change 2 years back. They've become a little bit more aggressive on expansion and cost reduction. And that actually played out in the previous quarter when costs came out lower than what people were estimating. But it's difficult to extrapolate ACC numbers to the sector. I don't think the rest of the sector will be able to keep the same enthusiasm. So I think it's going to be, reasonably muted results for the rest of the sector.
Right. Just a last word as far as cement sector is concerned. Where do you see the valuations? What do you think is happening to the valuations of the sector?
Yeah, stocks have been underperformer and a lot of stocks have corrected quite a bit. So, people might think they become cheaper, but on an absolute basis, these stocks are still very expensive. Also, off late, all the capacity expansions being done are happening at a much lower, cost than what was earlier and told by these companies. So if you have noticed, Ultratech has been expanding below $100 per ton, whereas earlier the street was expecting that the replacement cost is like $120 to $140. So clearly expansion happening at much lower level, and that means the return requirement goes down. So I think the stocks are more, downside leg. One should wait for this monsoon season to really get over and probably take a call in. But
All right, Mr. Arora, thanks much for taking time out to chat with us about this latest development.